Brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Dark mornings. Sounds like someone screwed up this morning. Mornings at the Cabin. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter with you on your Friday morning? No, it's not. It's Thursday, but it feels like Friday because of something Jesus did tomorrow. What was it again?
Oh, I don't know.
Something good. I think.
Not for him?
Not for him.
For
but
us.
For everybody else.
Yes.
He did it for everyone else, and that's what we should reflect on tomorrow.
So that's
doing things for others.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I like that. So Thursday, Friday morning is at the Cabin. We're hanging out. Just got here. Literally just sat down. Scott's still sweating from his walk over here. It's warm. It's not dark out there. It's a little mucky, but all of this stuff is going to be gone within the next hour and a half. Ollie?
I was just thinking, I've probably seen the last of darkness now for 6 months. I got up this morning, it was already getting light.
Yes.
And I thought, right, that's it. I'm just never going to see the dark now till September.
Well, that's fine. I think that's okay with me.
Oh, I don't
Lecter?
know. By like July, and
It's just
ceaseless sunlight. You're like,
gets-
all right, can I just have 10 minutes in like a darkened room?
You get over
gets
it
a little
eventually?
exhausting.
Oh, I don't. I never get tired of it.
No, I don't get tired of it. It's just I do like the dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like when you go out to a party and it's dark out, there's something different about it, you know?
Sure.
You're supposed to be with me on everything I say. This is your role here. I don't.
The chemistry is just all falling apart.
It's all falling apart because of that intro. That I'm not gonna name names. Someone didn't put in time. Jesse Wheeler.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Friday morning.
Good go.
Fry Thursday.
Not you.
Fry Thursday.
Yeah. That'd be pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, Fry's
I like
Thursday.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, before you even get into anything, I've heard a lot about this house.
I didn't even want to talk about it.
I want to talk about the house.
Lecter talked me out of it. No, apparently I'm completely wrong that there should definitely be a house in Yellowknife that's worth $2 million that's being sold for $1.4 million. Construction experts weighed in saying that those materials would cost $1.9 million. For some reason, they're selling it for $500,000 less. My bone of contention is that there's a house in Yellowknife that is listed for $1.4 million.
But the market's going to define
The
that, right?
market's going to blah, 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 blah. The market's going to blah, 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 blah.
Either
Uh-huh.
there is someone out there who wants to pay that,
Of course there is.
or there isn't. And if there isn't, then it ain't going to sell.
Of course.
But if there is, then it will.
But I mean,
But it
obviously,
probably won't be us.
obviously someone's out there that's willing to pay for it. Otherwise, probably someone wouldn't list it for that, or that they think they would, or they
Right.
think it's that valuable. I understand that the market's going to do what the market's going to do. I also understand that the market is 90% nonsense.
So you posted this listing on Facebook last
Yes,
night.
with
and
an
it's,
expletive, which is
we should
two
like,
expletives.
Not everyone's going to have seen the listing. So, like,
Right.
what are we talking about?
So it's a supposedly a $1.9 million house that has been listed for 1.4.
So $1.9 million
In
in
Grace Lake.
materials.
Yes.
In Grace Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, 500,000 square foot house. I think 4 beds, 4 baths, or 4 beds, 5 baths, or something like that. Built with accessibility in mind, so we're told. Which is
apparently that
is
factors
great.
in
That's nice.
heavily.
It's just I've been waiting, and I mean I know that there are houses that are considered that quote valuable. It's off-putting to me.
I was just amazed
that property values are that high in the city.
Right.
When like a 1-bedroom apartment is $1,800.
One property value is that high.
There will be more. Grace. That's the whole point behind Grace Lake and that development is to do like not like smaller plots, bigger plots for bigger homes to surround the lake and create this community around the lake and create a property or a section of property in Yellowknife that are 1 million plus. Probably every one of them. That's the point. And it's disheartening. It's disheartening to me for a town that should be trying to get smaller and more sustainable. We again are doing what we did in the 80s and in the 90s, and we're getting bigger. We're trying to get as big as we
So
possibly.
you mean like just expanding property-wise outwards rather
Not
than
necessarily
developing the...
Well, not
downtown.
necessarily that. I don't mind. Like, I mean, if we have to use it, like if there's more people living here and we have to create different plots or different parts of the city, yes, okay, fine. But I'm talking about the houses.
Right.
I'm talking about getting smaller, more sustainable, more efficient.
I see.
And I imagine this house is built with efficiency in mind. It's still 5,000 square feet with 5 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, and it's got trucked in water. And there's another thing, spending $1.4 million on a house with trucked in water.
Yeah. I was just more amazed at how the conversation really blew up. Like 43 comments on a listing that was really just you blowing off some steam.
Pretty much.
And and it like really ignited quite a conversation.
And people have really great points. Like Niels Collins, he came in and he said, like, that's...
Man whose last name no one in Yellowknife can pronounce first time round.
Isn't
Conga?
Conga? Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, I've been pronouncing it right
I've
this whole
heard
time.
all
Right.
different
Everybody
ones.
does it. Everybody does it. Even at council, you hear other
sorry.
councillors who
I'm
like
sorry,
Councillor
Niels.
Conch,
No.
Councillor Congi, Councillor Kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
I really have not listened to this. Pardon me, Niels.
My favorite comment from the thread was I think it might have created a new segment, possibly for Mornings at the Cabin.
Perfect.
Was D. Fowler just commented, "What did I miss?" And Megan Holzapple replied and said, they're selling at a loss even at this price. And D replied, Facebook was glitching out when I commented that the picture wasn't showing, so I had no clue what Jesse was angry about. And it was just like, what's Jesse angry about?
Everything, all the time. Everything is terrible.
We will just have you, like, be angry about a topic, but you're not allowed to mention the topic or anything that would let people identify it. And then people have to write in and guess what. And we'll have the topic in an envelope. So you have to write in an envelope. First of all, hand it over to me and Scott what the topic is, then rant about it, and we'll see if anyone else can guess.
This is a real dealo or no deal situation. And I mean, I understand. I sound like an idiot because I'm just angry about the housing market. I guess.
don't think you sound like an idiot. I think a lot of people listening to this are going to feel like, here's a house that we're never going to be able to afford. Thanks, Yellowknife.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, there's going to be people who are like, well, you obviously don't understand how the market works. It's like, I have an understanding of how the market works. I just don't like it. If the housing market is supposed to be so damn great, then why is it so damn terrible? If all these things are meant to be helping us along, if these things are meant to be helping us along, why aren't they?
Because the market has no soul, Jesse.
That's right.
It doesn't care.
That's right.
What you think or what you can afford.
And why should human beings be living in a market that doesn't actually serve them?
So I'm conscious that we could go on a long time about this because I have got a lot to say.
The price of ice cream is ridiculous.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, big ice cream up next. Mornings at the Cabin.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast. Hey, it was early. What do you want from us?
We enjoy a good breakfast here at Mornings at the Cabin, just like anybody else. Usually we'll stop off at a little place down the road, get a coffee, bagel maybe a cinnamon bun, because some of the best cinnamon buns in the city do come from Javaroma. Free mensch. This morning, none of us actually made it to get any breakfast before the show. So after the first couple of breaks, I said to Lecter, if you go to Javaroma and get me a coffee and a bagel, I'll pay for it. You can get some for yourself. And he said, okay. He's a good guy. He's like that, especially when you're paying. And then Ollie said, no, I'll see that, and I will pay for your A&W breakfast. And so now we have A&W breakfast. Ollie won out somehow because the votes tilted that way.
And I haven't paid a nickel.
Son of a...
All this and more on the next episode of What's Jesse Angry About?
He's angry about not getting the breakfast that he wanted. But these are delicious as well. I like my coffee the way I like my coffee. This is all I'm going to say.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
but I appreciate you going down there and getting some breakfast.
There's no shots of anything in there. There's no chai, nothing. It's just coffee. It's a blank canvas, really. You can make it whatever you want to make.
Whatever you want. You can put chocolate in there if you want.
We got an extra hot chocolate. You can.
Extra hot chocolate?
We did, yeah.
What? Why?
They gave us one too many.
I'll have one of those then.
That's just how generous they are.
That's right.
Make yourself a mocha.
I will make myself a mocha.
It's a good morning.
Yeah, I'll stir it in there. It is a good morning. Thank you for going to get breakfast.
You're welcome.
This is if anybody else wants to go out and get us breakfast at any time, just let us know. We appreciate all breakfast donations, except when I buy the day olds and nobody eats them.
Well, you keep calling them a day old. That's
what they're called, Ollie. That's what you go to a bakery or a donut shop, and like some donut shops will have day olds that are cheaper.
Okay. Well, they're cheaper because they're less nice, presumably.
Well, no, they're fine. They're day olds. It's like having a day old piece of bread. I mean, so if you were at home and you made a dozen muffins, would you eat them all the same day, or would you have a few left over for the next few
Well, I have a
days?
few left over for the next few days, and
There you
I'd
go.
call them muffins, and I'd
Those
eat them.
would
I
be
wouldn't bring them in and be
called
like, you see these? They're
Dales.
old. Eat the old food.
Eat the old food. Eat my leftovers. Do it. They're cheaper, and they're still good.
I think it's the presentation of them.
Yeah.
They are in that bread bag from the grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks a little grungy.
Which I've said before is what my dad used to pack my lunch in.
Yeah. Tied up in a knot.
Well, and it was the other thing is that like he wouldn't empty the bag, so it was the end of the bag and he used it. It was just covered in crumbs of some other bread.
Yeah.
Or even the bread that the sandwich is made out of. I still didn't want it.
Seasoning.
Seasoning. You can season your white bread with white bread crumbs. That sounds delicious.
Cabin Radio's morning show podcast. All the best chat, none of the embarrassing mistakes.
Ollie wants to talk tax tips.
Oh, you know how much I love talking
Absolutely.
tax.
Let's talk about this.
My first tax tip is do your taxes. So,
Okay.
So I got to June last
Yeah,
year,
and
and
you
then
hadn't
eventually
done-
remembered.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know what. Is there a penalty for that? There's probably a penalty
no,
for that.
probably not.
I don't.
mean, for June, I think you can file within a year or something like that.
Okay.
You're still probably okay. Well, I mean, here's the other thing is that we still have to file. I mean, we could have a system where we don't have to file, but here we are.
That was my favorite system in the country that I came from. But it's kind of rude to go to someone else's country, try to live in it, and then complain about their taxes.
I
So, you know,
suppose.
one
But
tries not to.
if you had another tip other than just paying them, what would it be, financially speaking?
you are asking the wrong human being about
Yeah.
tax tips. That's for sure. I got an email this week.
Yes.
Sharing various tax tips with me, and I deleted it in 0.8 seconds. So that was
Would you
it.
like to buy some Girl Guide
what's going on?
cookies?
Oh, my God. What?
We've been invaded.
We have been invaded by what appears to be small adults selling cookies. What is going on right now? I see Girl Guides. I see brownies. I see a Spark somewhere. There's a Spark. Hi, Emma. What's going on? Why are you here?
Would you like to buy some Girl Guide cookies?
Are you? This is how they do it now. This is
They-
like they just invade people's workspaces.
Straight into
and
the building. Here are the cookies.
Come in
Pay
with
up.
cases
Okay,
of
who've
cookies.
we got? Introduce
Yes.
yourselves.
Jocelyn,
Chloe,
Chelsea,
Chelsea,
Couple others. Come on in.
Come on in.
Right close down.
Olivia,
Olivia,
Hey, Olivia.
Mira,
Mira,
Mira. And Emma,
Emma.
who took a running jump at the microphone.
Emma
to be able
is
to
our
reach it.
lone Sparks representative. Sparks celebrating 30 years this year, and we got a couple of brownies, and we have 3 Girl Guides in the studio that have ambushed us and are trying to force us to buy cookies. I will not.
So that,
I might.
really,
I'm probably going to buy cookies.
So there are 2 reasons why I think you're going to end up buying cookies.
Please
Number
tell
1
me.
is there's 7 of them and they've blocked the door.
That's right.
The second reason is,
I like
in
cookies.
my experience, we both like cookies.
We both like cookies very, very much.
How many boxes of cookies have you guys brought in? Do you-
2 cases,
Okay. How many boxes in a case?
6, 12.
6,
Okay,
12.
6,
Okay,
12,
just throw
14.
numbers at me. I'll take them all. How much? So, out of interest, what would it cost Cabin Radio to buy both cases?
$120. $60 a case.
So I've got 100. Have you got 20?
I got 20.
Oh, you got 20. All right. So,
right, so this is how
I
this works
basically-
now.
So 60 of this came out of the Cabin Radio cash float. 'cause
Okay,
that's all
20
we
that
had
came
left.
out of my pocket.
40 came out of my pocket and 20 came out of yours. I'm going to hand over the money here. You look after that. Okay, there you go. And I'll take the cases. Yeah, you pass those cases right over here.
Chloe is looking for an opportunity to put it in her own pocket. Oh, my goodness. There's so many cookies.
Send it over here. Oh, okay, awesome. Now, hang on. What? I never remember this. What kinds do you get at what time of year? Which
Chocolate and vanilla in the spring,
Yeah.
right? Is that right?
Fall.
Okay. And what do
Okay.
you get in the fall?
Mint chocolate.
Mint chocolate.
Yeah. It's like it's kind of like it's one of those old school idioms, you know, like Shepherd's, like Red Sky, like chocolate and vanilla in the spring. The way you said that was very much like,
Chocolate
yeah.
and vanilla.
So I'm going to start opening this already and get it. Oh, look at these
goodness.
boxes.
They're
Oh, so you do
wonderful.
you get like 12 boxes in
Yeah.
this thing. Do we have a leader among you?
I am the
What?
leader.
Where you going
Camilla
through to a
Afridi,
microphone?
come
You
on
may,
in.
you may come over this one. This is what's slightly more your
I'm
size.
Camilla Afridi. I'm a leader for Brownies and Sparks.
Yes.
Welcome in. I was told that you guys were on a bit of a push to get more volunteers in the door as well. Tell me more.
That is correct. We are. We need a few more leaders because we keep having more girls every year.
Of course.
So we want to be able to accommodate and actually lead them all. So we need more leaders to come. It's
Okay.
not hard. It's quite easy sometimes, especially if you've got seasoned leaders like myself that take over and you just need to be there. But a lot of times it's fun. You do lots of things. What do we do, girls? What do you guys do?
We do activities, and in the summer we go camping.
Camping,
Okay.
yeah. I took my girls to Wild Sky. Sorry, to Wild Sky, and we did paint or dyeing of scarves.
Oh, nice.
We've gone to the mayor's office with the Sparks, and they got to hang out with the mayor.
Did you ambush the mayor and force her to buy cookies?
No.
That's your next stop.
Yeah, that's what we'll have to do next.
They're coming for you, Alti.
Good luck to you. So the good news, the good news about joining the guides and becoming a leader is you do have dozens of trained minions who enforce what is essentially a protection racket.
Yeah.
So they go out and they bring all the money in. And you essentially sit there and just count the money, and I imagine you are in the darkened basement under a single light bulb at a chair, with a visor, just going through and another excellent day.
Chloe's
Basically,
counting the money right now.
The Fagin of Yellowknife.
I actually sell them too, so I'm a pusher too.
Okay. Pusher. Okay. I did not think we'd get that far with the analogy, but we did.
Very good.
Had to.
Excellent. So
but it's a great organization.
What do you get out of it? Yeah, tell me what you get personally out of being a leader.
So it's it's a all-girl organization, so it's great for the girls to see them develop, and I do brownies and Sparks. So they're great, and it's quite rewarding to spend that time with the girls, and they seem to enjoy it, and it's just a lot of fun.
And there are a couple of age groups above that you didn't bring because they're teenagers and they're probably not out of bed yet.
Yeah,
Pathfinders and Rangers.
So we've got Sparks, Brownies, Guides, and then we have Pathfinders and Rangers. Sparks is ages 5 and 6. Brownies are 7 and 8. Guides are 9, 10, 11. Pathfinders 12, 13, 14, and then Rangers are 15, 16, 17.
Teenagers are hard to get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
So my last question in all this, I am looking at the back of these cookies. Now I'm going to tell everyone listening at home, because if you can't help out by being a leader, some people are too busy, right?
That's right.
But if you can just help out by buying the cookies, now the good news is these cookies, I'm going to tell you, they only have 60 calories each, and it's up to you whether to believe me.
Oh no,
it's up to you whether to. Oh, it is per 2 cookies. So actually, yeah.
No, it's 65 calories a cookie.
65? No, that's 140 divided by 2 is not 65.
60, what is it, 70?
Yes. Okay. So
Math.
Okay. So you know what? Actually, these cookies, I thought they were 140 calories each. They're only 70 calories each. Oh, tuck in. Help yourselves. A box
Help
for you.
yourselves.
A box for you.
That's right.
Hey.
I should mention,
Yes.
there seems to be running shorts on Girl Guide cookies.
Oh.
We're selling them quite well.
Well, we just bought 2 kilos.
There is a group of Ranger or Pathfinders that are going to Toronto that are going to be setting up a fundraising area, so they'll be able to sell them. They have extra cookies.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is there is a shortage. These boxes that we have here are in very high demand. We've got 2 cases, $300. We will
That's
sell
right.
them.
Absolutely.
$300.
Yeah.
Just come to Cabin Radio with $300. And we've made a tidy profit. Thanks, everybody.
That's right.
That's how we
That's
fund
not
ourselves.
what they're intended for.
Oh,
No.
okay.
You have to eat them all,
Your own
Ollie.
personal
Okay.
funds.
That-
No, it'll all go back. We'll charge more, but it'll all go back to you guys. There you go. $10 bucks.
Most of it will go back to you.
I just wanted to hear from some of the girls here. We got some guides and a Spark and a Brownie. Do you guys have a lot of fun when you guys are doing your meetings and all the things you do? Come to the mic. Chloe, counter of money.
Yes.
Yeah, you have a lot of fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys get? You guys meet together every week. What do you guys kind of do on a week by week basis? Like, what do you do when you meet up?
We sometimes play games and we do crafts and
Like last Tuesday, we made these little houses that you could turn on a light switch, and there would actually be a light that would turn on the.
Oh, cool.
Pretty cool. Make
Yeah.
your own house.
Make your own house.
That's your solution. You realize.
Absolutely right.
Earlier
These
on
are
this
the
morning-
skills these kids need to learn.
Earlier on
Make
this
your own
morning,
house.
we were talking about how much it costs to get a house in Yellowknife. You can just build your
Just
own.
make your own.
That's ingenious.
That's right.
You
And
see,
then-
they've solved your problems. They've brought you cookies. I even have, by the way, other Cabin Radio hosts
What?
sending messages in,
Saying they want
throwing
cookies?
in for some of the
Absolutely,
cookies.
they should.
So there you go. We have case upon case of them in here.
Yes.
You guys, thank you so much for coming
Thank you
in.
so much for coming in and ambushing us with cookies.
Everybody yell thank you very loudly.
Thank you!
Yay!
Solid.
No
Thanks so
worries.
much.
Thank you, you guys. It's wonderful to see you. Thank you for bringing cookies. Feel free to come back with more.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Brought to you this morning by the Girl Guides of Canada. Buy our cookies or else. I really hope they go over to City Hall. I want them to ambush Mayor Alti.
Is that where they're headed?
That's what I told them to do.
Okay.
I said, have you, like they said that we were asking them what they were doing, and she said that they got to go to the mayor's office, and I was like, did you ambush her with cookies? And they said no, and I was like, well, where's your next stop?
Yeah. Why?
Get over there.
She's the mayor.
Yeah.
She has money.
Burst into council chambers on a Monday night and demand that they take your cookies.
Don't have to eat them.
Don't demand anything else. Lower property taxes or whatever. Just take the cookies.
By the way, Cabin Radio, in case you're wondering, has some Girl Guide cookies now.
We have 24 boxes of cookies.
And we're bootlegging them at $40 a box.
$40 a box. It's a great deal. All proceeds going to the Girl Guides. At least 5% of that is going to the Girl Guides. So if you want to come down, we do have some cookies. If you are looking for cookies, we will give them to you. They already paid for.
Should we set up a fund called the Parents of Girl Guides Patients Fund?
Parents of Girl Guides Patients. The PAG peas?
The
Poggy peas.
Pog pies.
Parents of Girl Guides Patients.
Pogpiff.
We need to work on that acronym. Support group for what do you think that their patients is running like?
That was chaos in the lobby.
Well, there were 7 kids.
Yeah.
8 kids, actually. There were the Girl Guides.
Seems like 15.
3 guides, 2 brownies, 1 Spark.
I've never heard of that one before.
The Sparks, they've been around for a while, about 30 years. Actually, it's their 30th anniversary this year. The Sparks are the little ones. The little tiny ones.
Is that a national?
Yes.
Like same thing as, Girl Guides brownies?
Same thing.
That. Okay.
Same thing. So, I mean, did you ever do scouts? Or
No.
anything like that? No, just useless, huh?
My knot tying skills are not
My
up to
knot tying
snuff.
skills are terrible.
Yeah.
I did beavers. I don't think I went above beavers. And we had like the beavery and all that.
The beavery?
The beavery. It's like a jamboree, but with beavers.
Yeah.
The beavery.
Okay.
It's like a friggin' country bear beaveroo around here. And that was a lot of fun. I used to have a lot of fun. We used to go into the Northern United place. I remember playing soccer with one of those, not a soccer ball, but you know those gym balls that are like half inflated all the time.
Oh, okay.
You know those things?
Yeah.
Soft plastic.
Yeah.
That's about all I remember.
Okay.
I don't think we got, when you're in beavers, I don't think you get into the skills as much, but I could be misremembering. That was 30 years ago.
Right. I think when I was a child.
Pardon me. That was 15 years ago. I can barely remember.
I think when I was a child, my parents thought that I could gain all the life skills I'll ever need from playing hockey and learning to play piano. And then
how'd that go?
And then I quit piano after.
And then I quit piano. And I stopped playing hockey. So, but I mean, if you went into you played pretty competitive hockey though.
Yes.
And I mean, did you ever...
Not competitive piano, which is delightful to watch, by the way, when people started gets violent,
elbow each other off the keys.
Yeah.
Did you ever I know that some kids, once they get into serious streams of hockey, do media training and stuff like that? Did you ever get into that?
Oh God, no.
I never got that serious.
That would have been beneficial considering where I am now.
Yes.
That would have been really.
Well, that's what I was thinking. You learn a lot of skills through playing hockey, especially really competitive hockey about team building and things like this.
Right.
But how to handle yourself in a situation with a mic in your face.
No, I think when I got to my most competitive level that I played, I was one of those bottom tier kids. They're like, we don't have to worry about it. He's never going to get interviewed. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
That would have been great. That would have been great if you were the only one that was left and they're like, well, we have to interview somebody.
Yeah.
This is Scott. How you doing, Scott? It was a pretty good game out there. Yeah, I don't know. I just pucks in deep where I don't know. I mean, I was just kind of skating on the back of her feet. It's just kind of. I mean, I don't know if you're really out there. I don't know. It's tough to teammates and whatnot. So I don't know.
Sorry, guys. Can we retake this? I forgot my lines.
And the lines are like, I just had a good game and played our game well, and kept pucks deep and got a few lucky bounces there. And Halsey was great net, and
every team has a Halsey. And
Pickles out there was just standing on his head and. We kept pucks deep, kept pucks in the zone, and just played our game, and luckily came out with a win. It's got a big sniff at the end.
Oh, you gotta. That's how they know you're done. That's the period.
That's right. Yeah. And then they say thank you, and you say thank you back for whatever reason.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's really nice. It's really nice. Hockey players are nice boys. But thank you to the Girl Guides for coming in. That was a ton of fun. A little chaotic. And the kids, you could tell them about the mics. They don't really know what to do.
Need a little chaos in the morning.
Except for Emma, who was great.
Yeah.
Little Emma O'Frady, who jumped up to the mic to be like, Emma! And that was a lot of fun. That I think we could use that as a liner at some point, I think. But thanks so much to the Girl Guides to come in. If you want to get in touch with them, they are looking for volunteers as their numbers grow in size as this Cookie Cabal begins to take over.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca.